great. This is Life with Marlene, your Florida blogger, and welcome to this. Feel like doing a little hangout. I have been under the weather since Friday, and I still got some of the residual, but I'm tired of being in this hangout mode. I want to laugh a little bit. So I was thinking about to come live and to have a conversation. And I want to hear what you guys have to say about this because I was thinking about what are some times in your life where you someone asks you something or you get into a situation, and I just want to know what you guys are going to say. Are you going to tell the truth or are you going to lie? And I really think that this has a lot to do with a person's character. I'm going to talk about some situations and you guys can tell me what you think. Okay. Somebody asks you, is their outfit, how does the outfit look on them, right? Is that a time where you know that it doesn't look good? Are you going to tell them the truth and say no? Or are you going to say, yeah, it looks good? The reason why I wanted, hey Angela, how are you doing? Welcome. You'll be the first person that answers this. How are you doing, Angela? I hope you're doing well. So, we're going to be asking, I'm going to ask like maybe 20 questions. I'm not going to be on here too long. I just want to chit chat with you guys for a little bit. But I wanted to ask you guys, okay, will you tell the truth or are you going to lie? So my first question was, somebody asks you how the outfit looks on them and you think it looks terrible. Are you going to tell the truth and say it looks terrible? Or are you going to say, oh no, you look great? What are you going to do, Angela? And what are you going to do, chat, if you're watching in the replay? I want to know what you guys would do. Me personally, if somebody asks me how they look, especially if they're going somewhere and people will look at them, I'm going to tell you the truth. And yeah, I'm going to tell you the truth. Because if something doesn't look good, I'm going to tell you. So I say tell the truth on that one. The next one that I have is, okay, somebody is dating somebody and they've been together for a while and they ask you, what is your opinion? Do you like them? And you really don't? For me, it depends on who's asking. If I'm close to you, I'm telling the truth. Oh, so if it's somebody you're not close to, then that would be the time where you would just tell them whatever you think they want to hear. I got it. So the second one that I have is somebody is dating somebody for a while and they think that they're ready to go to the next level, whatever that may be for them. And they ask you what you think about them. Are you going to tell them whatever you think about them? You know, watch out for this. I see this red flag. I see that red flag. Or are you going to say, it's not my business? And you just say, I'm happy for you. I want to know what you think. Hey, Lara, how are you doing? Are you going to tell them the truth or are you going to tell them a lie? Somebody asks you, what do you think about my boyfriend? What do you think about my girlfriend? Are you going to tell them the truth? You said, I can't stand them. I think they're this, and this. You know, you need to watch out. You should run. What are you going to do? Are you going to tell your friend or your relative or whoever it is to you? Are you going to tell them the truth, the things that you see in them? I'm still trying to come back together, Lara, but I'm doing a lot better. Angela says I would give them my opinion. Yeah, you give them the honesty because I think sometimes when it comes to people that we love and we can see that they're in a relationship and it's a train wreck, I if somebody has not asked me how I feel about them, I wouldn't offer it. But if they ask me, then that's different. I'm not a person, I'm not going to just go up and say, "Oh, have you seen this red flag?" And no, I'm not going to do that because they're an adult. And I think they're old enough to make their own decisions. But at the same time, if they're asking, yeah, I'm going to, yeah. That's how I look at it. It may not be everybody's way of thinking about it, but that's how I'm going to think about it. Okay, here is another one. Your boss at your job tells you about, you see some papers and it's some kind of cover up for the company and the boss knows that you've seen it. When they come in with the all, investigation and everything, your boss wants you to say you didn't know anything about it. You haven't seen it, you haven't heard it. Are you going to tell the truth to the investigators or are you going to tell a lie because maybe you're afraid of losing your job? What are you going to do? In my opinion, this job is already, seems like it's on very shaky ground already, in any of it. So, in that one, I would do a third option. I'm not saying nothing to nobody. I would just quit and I'm gone. That's what I would do in that scenario. But I do think that it's really a matter of your values. And the reason why I wanted to come live and to talk about this is I think a lot of times we need to go back and really evaluate why do we think the way that we think? Why do we say that it's good to tell the truth on some things and not tell the truth on others? Really thinking about it, I believe that it's a matter of how close you feel to people. Um, what kind of relationship, you know? Have you guys been there for each other? Because most of the time, people that we're not really close to and don't really know us, and you really don't care about their feelings. But when it comes to people that you care about and love, I feel like that's when you're like, I have to tell them how I feel, what I see, and all of those things. That's how I feel. You guys say facts. Yeah, that's how I feel too. So let's go on to the next one. I only have like 10 questions I wrote down. So the next one, okay, you see someone that is they're not a family member that but they're an associate of the family and you see them go inside of one of your relatives' purse, take some money out, but they didn't see you. Are you gonna tell the truth and go to that relative and say, I saw so and so take money out of your purse? Are you gonna do that? Or are you gonna say nothing because you're like, it's none of my business? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna tell your relative? Or are you gonna stay silent? Angel say, I'm definitely telling. To be honest with you, if it really depends on the relative because there's some relatives, like I said, notice I said relatives and not family. If it's my family, like people that like I'm really close to you, we talk on a regular basis, yeah, I'm going to tell that. But if it's a relative, like a distant relative that I don't really know that well, mm, I don't think I would say anything. I have nothing to say. That's not my business. That's how I would run it. Angela says she's definitely telling. Okay. If that's how I would run it. If I'm close to you, I'm definitely going to say something. But if you're like a fourth, fifth cousin, mm-mm. Because I don't know if that person has said so and so, go get the money out of my purse, and then you start something being messy. I don't know. I just think about a lot of scenarios, and unless I'm close to somebody, I don't I don't I it's a difference. If I'm close to somebody, oh, I'm going all in. Like, did you give them the okay to go in your purse? Because I would be going all there in their face. But if I'm not really close to you, mm, I think I would just keep my mouth quiet. That's how I feel. Angela says, I see that side too. Mm-hmm. Like these scenarios, I was talking to one of my really good friends about it, and she said that is true. It's like sometimes we have people that are in our lives and we care for them, but there's not a love thing because it's like a work partnership or something like that. So it's not like you love them, but if there's respect there or something, like you guys have a sort of camaraderie together, like you get along, you talk about things, there's levels of trust, then I think I would move differently. But if somebody is like very rude and disrespectful, and then it's up to you to save their skin, I really don't think I would say anything if you're dealing with a rude person. Hey, realist, how are you doing? Lara says she agrees. What's going on, realist? Happy Sunday. So there's that. That's the reason why I say that. So okay, you see somebody that you know, and it is on the local news. It's a 10K, $10,000 reward to turn this person in. Are you going to tell the truth and call the police and say, I know exactly where that person is because you're trying to cash in? Are you trying to be petty? Or are you going to be like, I'm not saying nothing because I'm not going to sell out somebody that I know? What are you going to do? Are you going to tell the truth because that will benefit you financially? Or are you going to don't say nothing because you're not a rat? Which one is it? I was think I was thinking, if it's a person that I already don't like, I would turn them in just because I don't get along. Yeah, I am that level of petty. Yeah, like you should have done the right thing. So I'm not even doing it for the money, to be honest with you. I'm doing it because that person is whatever, and I don't like them for whatever reason. That that's why I would do it. Nothing to do with the money. What do you guys think? Are you guys gonna turn somebody in to the police? Say, oh yeah, I know exactly where they live. Personally, if that's a person that I don't have good energy vibes with, yeah, I'm gonna call the popo. I'll call them. I'm gonna rat you out. Not even a fan of dialing 911. I think it depends. Real is, but what if it's a person that you really don't like them? Like, you really don't like them to begin with. And then on top of that, you can get yourself a nice little reward. What do you think about it? Are you gonna tell now? You remember I said it's a $10,000 reward. Are you gonna sell them out now? Mine would be just, I'm gonna turn you in just because I don't like you. I don't know. I guess I'm being honest. Angela, you say it depends on what they did. Hmm. I'm gonna be 100% honest with it. If I really don't care for somebody, like say somebody is just a very mean, nasty, disrespectful person, like, you know, just treat people any kind of way, I'm gonna do it just because it's like, now you're gonna get yours. Yeah, I'm on that. I would be on that sort of time. Like, yeah, now is your time. Because I always say, what goes around comes around. What you do to people, it always, always, always comes back to you. Trust and believe. Okay, on to the next one. You go into let's see what Rilla says. If Popo come ask me, then they might be in some trouble though. Lyra says, agree. The truth. Uh, uh, oh yeah, it does. It boomerangs. I'm telling you, I don't want to be in any line of. Oh yeah. They live so and so, and they got a blue car in front of their house, and they go to work at 9 in the morning. I'm gonna be spilling all the tea, telling you. Plus, it's a $10,000 reward. And I don't like you. Yeah, I'm gonna tell. I'll be singing like a I'll be singing like a canary. Tell all their business. I will. Okay. We got two more questions or three. Okay. Are you gonna tell the truth or are you gonna lie? This one here, I think this one is a sensitive thing, okay? You have a child in your life, okay? And I'm not gonna say the child because it's a situation recently, okay? So it's a child, and they're not they're not good, okay? They're not good at whatever instrument or something that they're playing, and you know, and they want to play this instrument at a get together for relatives. So how do you handle the situation? Do you tell a little kid, um, I don't think you should play that because I don't think you do a very good job and hurt their feelings? Or what are you going to do? Are you going to tell them no and make up something like, "Oh, we already have somebody else. Thanks for volunteering." I personally think I would tell that child, even if they sounded terrible, I would tell that child, we already have the entertainment lined up and things like that, because I don't want to see that child embarrass himself. Plus, I don't want other people to make them feel embarrassed, like laughing at them and say they're terrible. Because you know how like some people can be cruel, but it's a situation that is happening right now in my life, and it's like you don't want to tell the kid that they're terrible at this musical instrument, but they're terrible at it. But at the same time, you don't want to hurt their feelings, but also you want them to feel included in the event that's coming up. So I think I'm going to probably try to find something else for them to do besides playing a musical instrument. But I wanted to get you guys' opinion on it. Hey, Miss Betty. Hi, Trish. How are you doing? So what do you guys think about that? Are you going to tell a child that you know of and they want to participate in this event and they are not good at playing that musical instrument? Are you going to tell them the truth? Like, I don't want you to play in the event because I don't think you're good at it, or are you gonna say, no, I don't think that all the spaces have been filled, so we'll try again next time. I really appreciate you offering, but all the spaces are filled. What are you gonna tell this child? Rilla says, I'm gonna keep it real. Rose, you gonna say, are you gonna say you're not good at this? Like, don't quit your day job? What you gonna say, realist? You're gonna be. Come on. Lara says, Lara, you gonna say all the spaces are full? Come on, Lara. Come on. I thought you guys would be like, no, kid, you're not good at this. Angela says, I would say all the spaces are full. Realist says, I wouldn't want my kid to be embarrassed. I couldn't do it. No matter how much I want to, I can't. When it comes to little kids, I feel like that is my soft spot in my heart. Even when kids are terrible, like I still want to boost up their ego and be like, "Oh, you gave it a good try." But when it comes to in front of everybody, like it's okay. I feel like for us, it's okay for us to laugh and know, like, oh no, they're not good. But for somebody else to laugh at them, that's when I was gonna have to come out of a bag on them. So, if practice, yeah, and try again, right? Realist, that is so mean. Realist says, I'm gonna say practice makes perfect first. Realist, that is not nice. Realist says work at it, Junior. Oh my goodness. That's terrible, realist, but I appreciate your honesty. I can't do it. No matter what, I can't do it. I can't tell them that they're terrible. I just said, "Oh, that's so nice of you to offer, but all the spaces for the event have been filled." Realist said, "I'll figure out the words." Yeah, that's what I can't. It's when it comes to kids and seniors, I mush. I cannot hurt kids and senior citizens. I will just be patient, give them the benefit of the doubt when everybody else would be like, forget you. But I can't when it comes to kids and the elderly. That's my soft spot in my heart. Yep. Okay. I got, let's see how many questions I have left. Okay. Are you going to tell the truth or are you going to tell a lie? Okay. You go out to eat with somebody, okay? One of your friends, fill in whoever you want it to be. And they are just say, oh, this food, oh, it's so good. But you take one bite and it tastes like garbage food. Are you gonna tell the truth and say this food is not good? Maybe offer, I want to try something else, or because the other person is saying how good the food is to them, do you just smile and grin and bear it? What are you going to do? You going to tell the truth and say this food is disgusting, or are you going to just uh, um just take one for the team and just let them enjoy that moment and then go home later on and eat, warm up some food at home? What are you going to do? Love, love to be the best you are. Oh, Angela said you're telling the truth? What are you going to tell them, Angela? Are you going to say this food is disgusting? What are you going to do? If I if I'm going out with, I think this is a situational thing because if I'm with my siblings, I know I can be brutally honest. I can be like this. I was like, "Why did you bring me to this place? This is trash." But if I'm with somebody I'm in a relationship with, I think I'd be more patient. And like if they say like, "Oh, you don't like the food," I'm like, "It's not my favorite, but you keep enjoying it." I don't think I would make a scene of switching the food if they recommended it and they like it and enjoy it. I would just sit there and make them enjoy their food, and you know later on when I get home, I'll fix myself my own meal. It really depends on who I'm with having the meal. Is it somebody I've known for a long time, or is this a new person in my life? If it's a new person, I'm not gonna scare them off. But like, having making a scene. But if it's one of my siblings, yeah, I'm definitely going to go all in. But if it's somebody I'm trying to impress, I'm not going to say that much. Um, Realist says, I got to give that one some thought. Mm, okay, Realist. Angel says, if I don't like it, I'm letting them know. Okay, Angela. Practice person, not rude. I would just say it in a particular way. Okay, Realist. Um, I mean, if they like it, it's more power to them. But if I don't like it, I'm not eating. Oh no, Angela, I don't mean I'm eating it. I just mean like okay, I'll tell you the whole scenario. Like they recommended, oh, I'm going to take you over to this place and the food over there is amazing. The food's banging. All right. And you get there and they sit down, you get this plate at the same time. They start eating it and they're oohing and eyeing. It's so good. It's so good. And you take one bite and you're like, what is this? You don't like it. So I like it's different situations. Like if I'm with my people, my true blues, I'm gonna tell them like, why did you bring me to this place? This is trash. But if it's somebody I'm trying to impress, mm, I still think I would tell them, but I wouldn't tell them in a rude way. Like I wouldn't say it's trash. I would say, oh, I didn't know it had that ingredient in it. That's not my favorite, but otherwise, I think it's okay. I think I would soften it a little bit, soften the blow because they like it so much. But yeah, I think it depends on the relationship. It depends on the person that I'm with. Like I said, if I'm close to this person, I'd be like, "Why did you bring me here?" But if it's a new relationship, like somebody you're dating, mm-mm, I wouldn't say anything offensive. I would kind of be like, "Oh, okay." I just enjoy their company and conversation, but I wouldn't eat it. Realist says, oh, okay. If that's the case, I don't think I'd feel so bad being real. Okay. Everybody likes different things. Simple as that. Angela says, okay, gotcha. I'll let them know. Like you're saying, I wouldn't be rude. Yeah, I wouldn't be rude. I wouldn't be rude to somebody that you're just dating. But when if it was my sibling or something, I would put them in a headlock. Like, why'd you bring me over here? Depends on the situation. Depends on who it is. If it's like somebody who's like an auntie, an older person, of course I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be like, oh, auntie, thanks so much for bringing me here. I wouldn't hurt their feelings. I would just, yeah, and oh yeah, I'm not that hungry, and I take it in a nice little doggy bag and bring it home and throw it in the garbage can as soon as I get home. But yeah, it depends on the situation. I'm just telling the truth. Okay, guys, I got one last question. One last question. Are you gonna tell the truth or are you gonna lie? Are you gonna lie? Okay. So, um, you're going to looking at new apartments or homes, whatever it is that you're in the market for, and you see something that is affordable and you like it and everything, but then you see like there's neighbors and that you already know that it's going to be a problem. So the realtor wants to know, are you going to proceed? Are you going to tell the truth? Or are you going to make an excuse? Oh, I just got a phone call. I got to get back to work. Are you going to tell the realtor the truth? Or are you going to tell a lie? I got to get back to work. Are you going to just say, oh, I'm sorry, this isn't for me? Or are you going to make up something so you don't, you know, hurt their feelings? Because just like just about everybody knows, realtors that get paid on commission. So if they don't make a sale or something, they're not getting no money. So are you going to tell the truth and pay that fee for, doing the walk-in, walk-through and everything? Or are you going to make up some excuse so you don't have to pay that fee? What y'all trying to do? Let's see. Nobody has said anything yet. But personally, if something isn't my vibe, especially when it comes to somewhere that I'm gonna be living, yeah, I'm gonna tell them the truth. I'm like, this is not my vibe. Like I absolutely don't like the neighborhood or whatever it is, because wherever you live, you got to feel safe and comfortable. And if it's some sketchy people around, yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that, because that's why you're paying them a fee, so that they can find you a place that you'll like. I don't know. That's just me, guys. That's my 30 minutes. I just wanted to come on for 30 minutes. I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm not going to hold y'all at all. Thanks so much for coming through. I really appreciate you. Oh, Realist says something. If it has anything to do with where I'm laying my head at, then yep, I'm keeping it honest. Yeah, that's how I feel too, Realist. Because mm-mm. I remember when I got my first apartment, it was not in the best neighborhood, and I just bit the bullet because I was trying to get out so bad from my current living situation at that time. So I was just like, yeah, I wasn't really feeling the vibe there, but because it was super affordable and I was trying to get out like by the next week, I just took it, and that was a whole year of my life that I regretted. Yeah. I'll save that for a story time for another day, but yeah. That's one of the things that I wish I had some experience behind me, but when you're 18, 19 years old, you're a knucklehead. You don't really know how to speak up and communicate. You're just like, okay, maybe it's just me. I'm second guessing it. I'm probably tripping. They'll be good neighbors. Everything will be okay. Yeah, but it's one of those things that was, and I'm telling you guys, a year is such a long time when you have terrible neighbors. It's just like, don't they ever go to bed playing music late at night, and you got to go to work in the morning. They're outside loud, and it's just ghetto. It's ghetto hood rat stuff. I don't like that kind of stuff. So that's one of the things that I do regret. So I would say that to anybody, if especially like Rilla says, if it's a place that you're gonna lay your head, if it's not a good vibe for you, tell the truth. Like, this isn't for me. Time to move on. Neighbors is like the number one thing to cause issues. Yeah. And the thing about it, realist, is the apartment was so dope. I loved that apartment. And when that lease was up, I had to move because of the neighbors. It was like, it was just hood rat activity. Yeah, I'll save that for a story time. I'll do a live story time one day. But thank y'all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Sunday nights. Have a great week ahead. I'm going to see if I can tap in tomorrow and do some sort of motivation tomorrow. If my voice is voicing, because I still got a little bit of the residuals of whatever happened on Friday when I got sick. So I'm still got a little bit of a cold still, but I'm pushing through anyways. So maybe tomorrow I'll be live. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do a looping stream. I don't know. But we'll chit chat or do something. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, have a great night. Have a great night. Thank you, Realist. Thank you, Angela. Uh, Trish says, have a good evening. Thank you, Trish. Thank you, Lara. I appreciate you guys. Peace.